So you've reached out to someone on LinkedIn, they've expressed interest in what you do, and they say they want to get on a phone call. You've tried to organize the meeting or you've sent them a booking link, but now it's radio silence. What do you do next? Hey, how's it going? Ryan Caswell here from b2bleads.com, and today we're going to talk about how to follow people up on LinkedIn so that people who have expressed interest, we know how to finally get them onto booked calls and get them to become clients. So this is so typical on LinkedIn. As you reach out to people, you'll find people who are interested in what you do, like, yeah, that's great, let's jump on a call. And then all of a sudden, just radio silence, seemingly out of nowhere. And it's super frustrating if you're not used to it. The truth is, people don't manage their LinkedIn inbox like their email inbox. And some people don't even manage their email inbox well. So it's really important that if someone has expressed interest and they seem like a good fit, you got to take the power into your hands and make sure that you follow up with them and get them through to that booked call, because people miss messages on LinkedIn quite easily. And so I want to show you some simple ways to follow people up without being annoying and to finally get them onto those booked calls. All right, so let's jump into it. So to keep things simple, I'll give you a little sequence that you can use to follow people up on LinkedIn. So let's say you're in a conversation with someone, they've decided they want to have a chat with you, or they've expressed interest, and you've sent them the next message and you haven't heard back from them. Generally, what I would do is space every follow-up out by a week. You can do it more frequently if you like, but generally I find if they missed it today, chances are they're probably in a similar situation, same amount of busyness or whatever reason that they missed it today. It's probably fairly likely that would be the case tomorrow. Plus, we space it out. We don't want to be too annoying. And so 1 week I find is an effective amount of time to follow people up. And I've got a very simple sequence that I use to follow people up. Hey, just a friendly follow up on my last message, or some variation of that. Hi, John, just following up my last message. Forward to hearing from you. Yeah. You don't have to complicate this in any way whatsoever. That's as complicated as it needs to be. Another week later, you can follow up again, but what I tend to prefer is just trying to get some form of engagement on their profile just to float my name back up to their notifications. So as an example, let's have a look. Have a look at Luke as an example. So say I wanted to refloat my name, you could go down to the skills, if they're a connection of yours, and you can endorse their skills, and that'll float up in their notifications that Ryan has endorsed their skills, and it'll obviously get them thinking about me again. So that's one way. And another thing you can do is, if they're active on LinkedIn or they're posting content, you can head to show their activity, head to their posts and look for a recent post and like it or comment on it as an example. And what that does is that refloats your name back up to their notifications and gets them thinking about you, or it might remind them to check your message as well. So 1 week, some sort of engagement. 1 week goes by again. If you don't hear anything, another follow-up, something as simple as just another friendly follow-up. If you prefer I touch base later, let me know. Another week goes by, engagement again, and then another week goes by, and then you do your final follow-up. Hey, just wanted to follow up one last time. If you prefer I touch base another time, please let me know. This is a really valuable one because it shows that you're not going to keep following up. If they're interested, they have to let you know. After that, basically, I would move on. If you see that they're not actually seeing the messages on LinkedIn, then I would try and get their email address if you can. There you go. You find their email address and you send them an email and send something similar to this, but always address, hey, just wanted to follow up a conversation on LinkedIn one last time. Hope you don't mind me reaching out via email. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to be complicated. Most people will reply sooner than this. And for those of you thinking this is a bit much, this is for people who have expressed interest and are really high value prospects. So you want to make sure you take every chance you can to make sure that you get them through to booked calls, because a client can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So if they've expressed interest, it's up to you to keep following them up. Super valuable, super important, and this is where most people leave money on the table on LinkedIn. Make sure you don't miss out. So, hope that was helpful. As always, I'm Ryan Caswell from b2bleads.com. Have a great day. Cheers.